episode 3, and the title that we usually have our theme song there, that's when I had that humongous snake.
Yeah, there was a huge garter snake in the photo you saw before the video started here. That was a huge garter snake that we found a couple of years ago, and it was about 4 feet long, and it just finished swallowing this big toad, which you saw in its belly in the photo. So today, our episode is about garter snakes. And today...
That one's lifting up the thing.
Today we went out and we found...
7 garter snakes.
And we found them in...
a mating ball.
A mating ball. And what a mating ball is when they mate...
They all want to have one girl that's in the mating ball, and it's actually the biggest snake.
That's right. The females are usually the biggest of the garter snakes, and in a mating ball there could be up to 25 snakes, and in a mating ball there's only going to be one female in that whole ball of snakes, and that's what we found today was a mating ball. So we grabbed a bunch of them so we could shoot this video, and of course we're going to let them go when we're done, but we're going to talk a little bit about garter snakes.
Okay, first I just wanted to tell you one thing about a garter snake. They have a little tiny bit of venom when they bite you, and it actually doesn't hurt because they have no fangs except in the really back of their mouth.
That's right. People think that garter snakes are a non-venomous snake, when in actual fact it was just found out a couple of years ago that they actually do produce a very small amount of neurotoxic venom. But it's something that a human would never even notice.
And first of all, something that's really safe for our channel is we're not going to show our faces, but once we do get masks, we're going to just show our faces with masks on.
Yep,
so
that'll be part of our show.
Don't ask us for face reveals or anything, or else we'll trick ya.
That's right. We'll show you somebody else. So garter snakes are also known as ribbon snakes. That's another name for them. And sometimes in the United States, they will call them stink snakes because they have this membrane.
And they're they
secrete this scented musky stuff from
that's yellow and it's disgusting. It looks like slime.
It's from a gland near their cloaca, which I think is near their butt. And it stinks when it comes out, and the reason why they do that is for defense, obviously.
And I would like to pick one up.
And yep, Dre is going to pick one up and show you guys that they do not hurt you. These things are actually okay.
Some of them might not want me.
They'll try to squiggle away and stuff like that because
if they're lazy,
then
they don't. They don't know because some people do eat them. But this one is pretty calm right now.
Yep. See, there's nothing wrong with them. They won't hurt you. You can stick your finger right up to them. Now they may snap at you.
It's because they're like, what is happening?
Usually what they'll do is hide their head like that. But when you go to first pick them up, they may coil up and snap at you like normal snakes would do, I guess. But
this one doesn't want to do it to me.
But that doesn't mean they're going to hurt you. They're just trying to protect themselves.
If you put your finger in, like, annoy them or something like that, they will not like that, and they may snap at you, like my dad said.
That's right. Now, another couple things about them is they will actually go into water to get away from predators. So they can swim really, really well, these guys.
And also show them the water. They made it really dirty.
Oh, they did. We put some water in there. We're going to have to change it because they made it dirty. Yep, they did. Another thing, too, is they like to bask in the sun. They'll sit in the sun to heat themselves. That's how they regulate their body temperature. And that's where we found them today, was in the sun. On the side of the hill.
And in the mating ball.
In a mating ball. They are carnivorous, so they will eat frogs. They like earthworms, slugs, leeches if they can find them, and stuff like that. They will eat all that stuff. They won't eat anything dead, only things that are alive.
Because I don't really think they like the taste of dead stuff.
No, they need something moving, which is why if you try to feed, like bigger snakes, if you try to feed them like a dead mouse or something, you have to actually, dangle it in front of their faces so they can feel like it's still alive. That's pretty much the only way that they will eat. Now they do have 2 teeth that are in the very back of their mouth, like Drea said.
And if you open up their mouth, they will not like that, so don't do that.
Yeah, we won't try to open up their mouth because that'll just bug them. But they can't hurt you, and they can't open their mouth wide enough because they're not big enough to get around us.
Okay, buddy, you can't.
Or around our finger.
And
why don't you try to pick up a different one?
Okay, you can go back.
This
in
guy
there.
doesn't want to leave Drea.
Okay,
And you'll see that one there.
Which one?
There's one that's
just
hiding.
This guy.
That guy's probably a male because he's darker.
And he is very small.
And he's a lot smaller, so the males are smaller than the females. Another thing about them too is they will shed their skin. As they get bigger, they shed their skin to make
like
new
every
skin.
snake.
Yep, all snakes do that. And these guys, there's a couple in here that are a little lighter in color, so it looks like they're ready to molt, which is their skin shedding.
And also a warning: if you do not like snakes, then do not watch, because these guys don't like people who don't like snakes. So.
That's right. They also the females will give birth. It takes about 2 to 3 months, and they'll have a litter of 3 to 80 baby snakes. Now they don't lay eggs like a lot of people think that they lay eggs. They don't. They give birth to live young little baby snakes, and that's how they make babies.
What? Give me that for a second.
Well, another thing is, before you have one of these and you keep them in a tank like this or even a terrarium.
Yeah, they will not eat for 10 days because they don't want to, eat something that's from a human that they don't know.
That's right. It does take them 10 days to get used to a new environment, so it's really not good to keep these guys as pets.
I have a tail thumb.
He's wrapped himself around Drea. But that's why it's not good to keep them as pets. Now, we just caught these guys today, so we're going to let them go as well. We don't want to keep them. We want to
because if we keep them, then they're going to know that it's like, this is boring. I don't want to be in this place. I want to be in wild. And we don't want to keep anything that's not really used to us, or if we don't want to keep it, because of course we're not going to keep a wild animal.
That's right.
Or a snake.
Right. Now, they're also not territorial. So when you find a bunch of snakes, you can actually put them all together and they'll just go together and keep each other warm and stuff. They're not territorial. So even when the male is trying to get with a female snake, and there's about 25 males to one female, they won't fight or anything like that. They're not territorial that way, which is actually kind of cool.
So they won't fight each other, and you won't find them injured or anything like that.
That's right.
Unless they were escaping a predator.
Another cool thing about these two is they communicate with each other and find each other by smell. They secrete what's called a pheromone, and every single snake has a different smell. So if you think about all the thousands and thousands of these snakes everywhere, each one of them has a different smell. They can find each other just like that. They can also find out if you're a girl.
Okay, this one's slithering out. I have to get another one.
They can also find out if you're a girl, if you're a boy, and that's how they figure it out. So when you see them stick their tongues out like that, that's them actually smelling things.
That's not them trying to taste or, getting ready to eat you.
That's right. No, they're not doing that. They're just curious on what's going on. That's all.
And some snakes might slither away if they don't like you or anything. And we do have a couple snakes in here with like an orange belly. And if you can comment down below and see what kind of thing that is, please say what kind of snake that is.
Yeah, very well it might be a different species of garter snake. There's a lot of them out there. There's checkered garter snakes. There's a whole bunch of different ones. And these are just your common garter snake.
And also, if you don't want to call them garter snake because you get them mixed up with other things like garden snakes, well, you could probably just say ribbon snake because they are also called ribbon snakes. I don't know why, because they're not red or anything like that.
That's right. So anyways, those are interesting snakes, guys. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.